Hi, my name is Meg, and today I am not going to be making soap or showing you soap. This is another one of my Shop Small videos, so it will be added to the playlist as well. And it's a topic that's really important to me personally. I don't want to say too much because the last time I talked about anything relating to lead, that video got flagged and I ended up just taking it down. So I'm not going to name brands and stuff like that, but just in a nutshell, quickly as possible. My little son, who is autistic and nonverbal at this time, although he does say things, he's working so hard. Anyway, he also has a very mild lead poisoning. Now, most of that is probably related to the houses that we have lived in for the past 20-something years. Every house we've ever lived in has been turn of the century, including the one that we rent right now. It's from the Victorian time period. So, and any house that was built before 1978, it can and probably does have some hazardous building materials in them. And as a result, in the dust. So it changes everything about how you clean, and there are cleaning techniques that you can do to not get that dust airborne and to cut down on that. And painting is really important. That's a whole thing, a whole separate other thing if I made a video for that. And if you have interest in that, maybe you have lead poisoning as well, also lived in old houses. If you have any interest in that, please put it in the comments and I can and would have no problem making a video about that. Anyway, this is about pottery today and about the plates and cups you eat off of. When he got diagnosed, he's doing much better now, by the way. We have done so many things for him with supplements, herbs in his diet. So his numbers have gone down and now he's not in the scary range anymore at all, which is wonderful. So you really want to think about that too with children under 5 if you live in a super old house. Just to be aware, and of old vintage toys, and especially your cookware and your things that you eat off of. They go into dishwashers and into hot water all the time, heats that all up. The plates that I had, I got at garage sales and stuff when I first moved out at 19. And I really have always liked kind of 70s aesthetic, and my sister got me some too, and I can't name the brand, but it is a very popular brand with non-breakable plates, although mine always did break. But they're really old. The set I had was from the 70s, early 70s. And I found this lady when my son first got diagnosed. She is also a mother of 2 children that also have lead poisoning. And she has become an advocate. She's called the Lead-Free Mama. I will link her website down below. She has a playlist of all kinds of things. I do believe she has a YouTube. I gotta make sure though. But also she has an Amazon shopping list of all things that she has tested with this heavy duty gun to know what's in them. So she has a very reasonably priced shopping list for things like that. Safe tea kettles, safe cookware, things like that. Because I found out that these plates that I've been eating off of for 20-something years were very, very high on the lead count, the actual particular pattern plate that I had. So that was just horrifying, quite honestly. I had to replace the attachments for my mixer, another big brand, those big stand mixers. The ones that came with my machine 15 years ago were not stainless steel, and now you can get stainless steel ones from them, though they don't have that chipping paint on them. So that's also important too. But I just thought it's better to have less things in your kitchen that are better quality than to have lots of things that you pick up at garage sales or whatever and you have no idea what they're made out of. And it can really affect your health, especially like your mugs that you drink hot tea and hot coffee out of. Really look at those and maybe just have one special handmade mug. It would be better than 10 mugs that are toxic, and making you sick. So that's something that I'm very passionate about as well. I have a whole playlist of things I've already shopped with. My Etsy shop, which I also link, I have all my favorites public, so you can see all my favorite pottery people and all my other favorite little shops too. I do that on purpose so that I can help people find things that they love too and help other handmade artists. So she will have her shop listed in the description here, and then I will go on and just show you the beautiful pictures of these plates. I got a really good deal on them as well. It was right before Easter, and she sent me a promotional thing for having them in my cart, and I got free shipping as well, which was amazing. So don't be intimidated by handmade pottery price. Think of it that way. A lot of most modern potters use lead-free glazes, so you know that your piece is much safer to drink out of for your hot beverages and things like that. And like I said, isn't it nicer just to have just one? You could just wash and rinse it out every day and then not have a whole bunch of other mugs to have to deal with all the time that, you know, you don't really know what they're made of or anything like that. So anyway, I can't wait to show you these beautiful pieces, and I urge you to think about that if you can. I know that some people don't want to even think about what your cookware or anything like that is made out of, and that's fine. But if you start having mystery symptoms all of a sudden, or your children do, and you happen to take a blood test and you see these things, I just hope that it would help somebody else that's kind of in the same boat. And even if you're not, just who doesn't love beautiful handmade pottery, right? So I thank you for watching, and I will show the pictures here at the end, and take care.